have your recap on the latest town meetings. Get all the details from the Town Council and the Board of Public Works just ahead.
Plus, the East Long Meadow Health Department hosts their first flu clinic. We take an inside look on vaccines and other resources that will keep you safe.
And later, we get you ready for Halloween. Take part in a Halloween basket raffle or go enjoy a fun-filled evening watching a Halloween movie. Find out how you can get involved.
Those stories and much more ahead on ELCAT News Update.
Thanks for tuning in to ELCAT News Update. I'm Rebecca Green.
And I'm Allie Carrington.
We begin the show with a recap of the latest Town Council meeting that was held on October 13th. Acting Town Manager Denise Menard provides the board with an update on new hires. The police department will be adding 4 new officers to their force. We welcome Officer Alex Sarah, who was sworn in earlier this month. October 14th marked his first official day on the job. The other 3 newcomers start their training in the academy on November 7th. Moving forward with the meeting, Kathleen Hill talks about the Hanwood Hill petition. Residents who live on and near Hanwood Hill have signed a petition due to parking violations, traffic, and other concerns that come with events and activities that take place at Birchland Park Middle School. These events include sports, elections, the 4th of July parade, and more. Prior to this meeting, the school committee also reviewed the petition and created a town election work group. Hill also serves as a member in that group.
Update is yesterday, the committee comprised of Mr. Florence, myself, Mr. Fischero from the school committee, Superintendent Smith, Chief DeLessio, and Officer Stroman, the safety officer, and I'm missing, and Mr. Colin Drury from the rec department, met for the second time. We undertook a review of larger facilities in town, whether they be town-owned or privately owned, to see if we could find a feasible site that could accommodate the crowd for voting. And for the November 8th election, it's a moot issue. Obviously, it needs to stay at Birchland Park because it's way too big of an undertaking to even think of moving now. To review of trying to mitigate some of the traffic congestion that the neighbors, the petitioners cite around sporting events at Birchland. Our immediate thoughts are with the fall sports season about to end imminently within the next 2 to 3 weeks. We will be working with Colin to educate his coaches and the parents about the fact that they must use the available parking lots to park their cars, and that the police will install some temporary no parking signs along Hanwood Hill.
Town Clerk Tom Florence also weighs in on what parking improvements will be made for this upcoming election.
We're going to allow voters to go in the back of Birchland Park. School will not be in session, so we're going to open both doors. So there's upwards to 40 to 44 spots in the back, which will really make the flow a lot quicker.
Lastly, an ongoing topic that has been on the agenda for the past couple of months. According to the charter, the council is responsible for deciding their own pay. The council received a consultation from the Collins Center, a recruitment company that the town is already working with in search for a permanent town manager.
I'd like to make a motion that the council follow the recommendation that was offered through the email from the Collins Center of counselor pay on an annual basis of $5,500. I believe $6,500 for the vice president or vice chair, and $7,500 for the chair or the president.
We can raise and appropriate. Let me make sure.
You have to decide a source.
To raise and appropriate.
To raise and appropriate, yeah. All of that, but to make a motion to raise and appropriate.
Is there a second?
There's no second.
A second.
It's moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
Just one comment, my position hasn't changed. Please don't be offended, but I probably will vote against this motion. I still believe it should be part of the budget process and open to the public hearing processes is anything else. I don't object to the rates. I think they're fair and equitable. But I just, it's the process, that's all.
So it's moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Nay.
So motion passes.
The next meeting we'll review is the Board of Public Works. The board discusses possible solutions to help drivers become more aware of the Chestnut and Prospect Street intersection. The problem with the intersection is that out-of-town drivers believe it to be a four-way stop. However, that is not the case due to the steep hill. Those driving up the hill are cautioned by a blinking yellow light, not a stop sign.
I'm sure as Mr. Mayberry's seen that we have our flashing stop signs in place now. I think certainly it would be next to impossible for somebody not to know that there's a stop sign there.
So I'm not making this up, I just came up that hill, the car in front of me stopped at the yellow blinking light. People were honking their horn behind me. The person over on Prospect Street going south was like, why is that person stopped?
Spent some time talking with Jeff DeLessio about the Chestnut Street, the uphill approach, and his thought, I think he's correct, is that if people drove the speed limit, if they drove 20 miles an hour, which is the posted speed limit coming up the hill, if there were accidents, they'd be very low damage accidents. It's when people are driving 40 miles an hour up there, and that the people at the stop signs can't see them and react quick enough, and then when they don't see them, the collisions are significant collisions sometimes. So, the thought was, what can we try to do to get people to slow down?
Is there a sign on the hill?
There is a sign on the hill. The most effective that I've read is the flashing speed sign.
Yeah, those will get your attention.
They will get people's attention, and it's a more significant investment. A fixed flashing speed limit sign is somewhere in the $5,000 to $10,000 range. The town somewhere down the road may want to invest in a trailer-mounted sign, which a number of communities have, where they can put it in front of the schools at the beginning of the school season, train drivers to slow down, pay attention to what they're doing. If the town made that investment, perhaps they could put it up on the hill there for a while and get people to slow down. But one of the interesting things I saw, and I printed out a sheet that I pulled off the web, is what some communities have tried and appear, based on some studies, to be somewhat effective, is big, you can't miss pavement markings. That as you're going up the hill, particularly if we go in and we paint these with the reflectorized beads that'll jump out at you when really get the message across. You can't ignore it, and it's something that you don't normally see. So it catches your attention that there's got to be something unique about this intersection that I better pay attention to. Our thought is that we may give that a try.
Switching gears to a health update, on Wednesday, the East Long Meadow Health Department hosted their first flu clinic. A flu clinic is where people can receive a vaccination for the flu virus. Walgreens was set up in the center square providing the service. The program included the vaccination, snacks, handouts, and a tour of a regional public health mobile unit that's used for emergencies. 74 people received the flu vaccination. A beautiful afternoon to learn about health and safety from the EL Health Director and the fire department. With the first flu clinic a great success, Health Director Amy Petrowski hopes to continue the program in the future.
So ideally we would run this flu clinic every year. Now that we have a health department with a full-time person, we are able to dedicate time and resources to this event. We would like to have it every year, and ideally we'd get funding to be able to supply people who don't have insurance with the vaccine free of cost.
Now it's time for our weekly segment, Library Learning, where we let you know everything that's happening at the East Long Meadow Public Library. This week we celebrate National Friends of the Library Week. The Friends of the Library put on numerous events and programs for the library every year. In order to raise funds, the Friends also put together raffle programs. This month, residents are enjoying the handcrafted baskets in the library's main entrance for the Friends Halloween Basket Raffle. It's easy to get involved. Go up to the front desk, purchase your tickets, place the tickets in the basket or baskets you'd like to win, then wait for the lucky day where you may receive a phone call to come pick up your prize. Tickets are $1 each. The drawing takes place on Friday, October 28th at 12 p.m. Good luck. More in library news, we take a look back at the latest program, The Beatles, the Band of the 60s. Residents enjoyed a multimedia presentation about the history of the famous band from Beatles scholar and author Aaron Kirkowitz. Kirkowitz brought back the 60s with a fun and creative twist. A great day for a Beatles fan. Moving ahead to upcoming events, the library is hosting their monthly Digital Discussions program. This is for those looking for computer and technology assistance. Bring your laptop or any other device to receive one-on-one help from the East Longmeadow librarians. The program takes place on Tuesday, October 25th at 11 a.m. in the library conference room. The next library program is a drop-in workshop for those craft lovers. Take part in not just knitting. Bring your knitting, crochet, cross-stitch, or any other needle project to work on. The workshop is designed for sharing, chatting, and learning. Experience it for yourself on Thursday, October 27th at 10 a.m. in the library conference room.
Even more events are happening here in town. The Recreation Department is hosting another outdoor movie night. Get your blankets and chairs back out for this Halloween treat. Prior Recreation movie nights have been a huge success, with over 200 people in attendance. Recreation Director Colin Drury shares what residents can expect.
So we kind of take over the center green. So right where the carnival is normally set up, we set up a 21-foot wide screen, and we pick a movie. And we ask everyone to come out. It's a free event. Popcorn. We try to have a movie that's going to have people come out in costumes, and we do a costume contest and a lot of fun for the kids and giveaways and stuff like that. It's just a time to get all the family members out of their houses, come on out to Center Green, enjoy a movie.
The Rec Department will be showing a Halloween-themed movie. Don't miss the event on October 22nd at 6 p.m. at the Center Green. The next upcoming town event is one that will put your mind and body at ease. Stretch into a relaxing atmosphere for a community yoga night hosted by Balance Yoga and Fitness Center. The community yoga night will include one free hour-long session of Vinyasa Yoga. Vinyasa Yoga focuses on the joints such as the hip, spine, and shoulder for a more deeper stretch. Immediate benefits include more open hips and a more relaxed body. Join the free community yoga session every Friday at Balance Yoga and Fitness Center on 145 Shaker Road. Join Friday at 5:30 p.m. For more information, visit balancewithus.com.
Before we end the show, we have two public service announcements. The first one is regarding your pets. A.W. Brown Pet and Garden Center is holding a rabies and dog licensing clinic. Rabies vaccinations for dogs and cats will be provided by the Holyoke Community College Vet Tech Club for $15. Also, the town will have a table set up for dog licensing. If your dog is not licensed by March 31st, then you will receive a late fee. The clinic takes place on October 22nd from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the A.W. Brown Pet and Garden Center on 144 Shaker Road. Lastly, we talk about early voting. That's right, the election is right around the corner. For those looking to take part in early voting, here's your chance. Early voting will take place at the Town Hall during normal business hours on October 24th through November 4th. For those who are not able to make it to the Town Hall or to the polls, absentee voting is still an option. New absentee ballot applications must be requested. For more information on either program, head over to eastlongmeadowma.gov or call the Town Hall office at 413-525-5400, extension 1000.
Well, that will do it for this edition of ELCAT News Update. Be sure to watch meetings on demand at our ELCAT YouTube channel, ELCAT 01028. Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All social media links are attached to our website at eastlongmeadowma.gov. And don't forget to watch us on cable channels 191, 192, and 193.
For cable channel times, make sure to check out our ELCAT program guide, available at the Town Hall, Library, and Senior Center. Also, check your mail as the programs will be delivered monthly within the reminder.
Until next time, I'm Rebecca Green.
And I'm Ellie Carrington. Thanks for watching. See you next week.